Hey everyone, Dan at Bushcraft. Well guys, I am out on a very cool adventure today. Let me introduce to you my good friend Dave. Dave is an amateur geologist and cave explorer, and this is his son Jesse, who's going to be helping out with us today. And what Dave does is he uses satellite imagery, you see this map right here, to find the locations of unmapped caves. So basically, Dave, you'll find these on satellite, and what looks like maybe a cave entrance, you'll mark it, and then you'll come out to locations like we are on the high desert outside of Bend, undisclosed location, and find those entrances.
Right.
So that's what we've got today. We have actually several maps of possible entrances to unmapped caves, and we're going to go check those out. I have my survival pack, so I'm going to make sure we get back safe. We actually have climbing rope in case we need to climb down into one of the caves. Dave brought me out an extra light, so I've got my headlamp, my small flashlight, and he brought me out, as you can see, a very bright light to use in the caves. And you guys got one, two?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I got one too.
Jesse's got one, and then Dave has these little, what are they, pop-up kind of lanterns,
right.
so that we can use those if we get inside a cave and there's different tunnels and stuff, we can find our way back out. And I have pink ribbon also to mark our way. And then Jesse is set up with a, you want to show your camera, Jesse?
Yeah.
He's set up with a camera outfit so we can take photographs too. So guys, I don't know how this day is going to turn out. It's early in the morning. We're going to be out here all day. This hopefully will be several short videos rather than one long one. I imagine there'll be some places where we don't find cave entrances, but I'm pretty sure we're going to find some cool new unmapped caves, and you guys will be going with us. So stay tuned. Just to show you guys where we're at, we're actually on the high desert outside of Bend, in the middle of all kinds of lava flows. So the caves entrances we're looking for are into lava tubes. So we're going to start following these maps out to our first location and see what we can find. Just to show you guys, one of the things that we're going to be running into all day out here on the desert is these huge red and black ant mounds. And that is the last place I want to sit down to eat my lunch. We're about half mile in on our journey. We're getting close to where our first spot is, but I wanted to show you guys some of this terrain is just nothing but miles and miles of barren desert. Turn you around. As far as you can see, it's just desert and lava flows. And out in those lava flows is where we'll find a lot of the caves. Dave's checking his coordinates and everything right now to where our first spot is. What's kind of interesting, I want to show you, because right over here on the opposite side of the road is like a mini pine forest, just filled with little pine trees. But our journey is going to be back out this way, out into those lava fields where there's just nothing but sagebrush and lava flows. So we're still on the, we've walked about another quarter to half mile up through the brush. Dave's using his satellite. He has the first spot marked to where he thinks there'll be an entrance, and I'm following him and Jesse and just enjoying the scenery. I'm glad that it's early morning because it's supposed to be pretty warm this afternoon. Well, Dave and Jesse are behind me about 100 yards. Dave gave me some general directions of where his satellite imagery is showing 4 depressions. So, and it looked, one of those depressions looks, I guess, dark on his imagery, like a cave entrance. But I'm taking the lead here for a while because, show you guys, I found a really heavy trail, and this trail is going in the exact same direction that Dave said we needed to go to these caves and depressions. And it makes me wonder if one of those depressions maybe doesn't have water in it, and that's why there's such a heavy trail in here. Guess we'll find out shortly. I think according to his, we've only got about 1/8 of a mile and we're supposed to be there. All right, guys, we have just found our first location according to the satellite. This is so cool because this is just a big hole in the middle of nowhere. No roads or anything back in here.
Probably over there.
So this is where a lava tube once was.
This one right here was 2 and then 1. Yeah.
We're gonna hike down in there and see if there's any openings or if this is just part of a collapsed roof.
Okay.
All right, guys. Dave's going down in front of me, but I'll show you here what we found down in this depression. We have an opening right there in front of us. We're gonna have to climb through that brush, it looks like, and over some rocks to get down to the opening, but we're gonna go see what's down here. Very cool. We'll just and try not to collapse down the hill.
Yeah, I've never been here.
Pretty rough. Pretty rough terrain. Is there a path through it?
Well, the fact that the tops of these rocks, the moss has been worn off, people have tried to do
I'm going to film you going down in there, Dave. I think I'm going to have to pause this and see if I can get down in there. Wow. So there's our opening, guys, of our first one. I'm not sure how far back it goes till we get down there a bit, but
Hold on, Dad.
okay.
Underneath that rock right there.
There's another cave here.
I'm going down in, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering when I started down. That could be the continuation of what this collapsed.
So it looks like this one is collapsed. Is there like a little cave over there, Jesse?
Yeah, up here on the top, it goes down.
Gotcha.
So
So this is the first one we found. Let's see if there's anything back in here. So I'm in the very back of that collapse. What I found is that there is a continuation of this cave. So we're going to climb up and take a look and see if it's just more collapse or if there's actually more cave there. And I got to climb up all of this. Bear with me, guys. It's probably going to get shaky. I've just got my headlamp right now. Oh, wow. That's a giant pack rat nest right there. Holy mackerel. Big pack rat nest. Rat pack rat. Holy mackerel. Wow. That is intense, guys. I don't think I'm going to go down in this one any farther. I'll pause you guys and make a decision here. Yeah, so down in there, guys, it is collapsed and it doesn't look like there's any way up. So I'm not going to hike down in there just to turn around and have to come back out. But this is very cool. Very cool. I got Jesse and Dave coming up behind me. I'll have them shine the light down in here so you guys can get a better view.
You go left to right or right to left?
It doesn't matter. I'm following Dave's light, guys, so that you can get a better view. But so there is another opening down here in this lava tube. But then when you get to the back of that opening, the whole roof has collapsed. So we're not going to hike down any farther. We're going to turn around and go back out of this one because his satellite imagery is showing 3 more depressions up on top like this one. Very cool. So that's the view of the one we were just in, was down in there. We had to hike through all that brush and the rocks. And so Dave and Jessie are up here. He's got the next one on his map, which isn't very far from here. So I'm going to follow these guys as we look for the second one.
One of the things too, this is, there's your view.
All right, guys. Check this out. I don't know if you can see Dave and Jessie are down there in front of me. They found underneath this ledge a whole nother cave. Nice. Jesse's right here taking photographs of it. Dave's inside. He's on his hands and knees, guys, so I'm going to hold off for a minute and see what he says as far as whether it should go in or not.
Can you make it in there?
All right, well, Dave yelled back and said, a very low roof, but an opening back here. Oh, there's daylight coming in over there.
Yeah.
Whole nother opening. Wow.
When you get past this bench, which is a nice bench to sit on. It opens up.
I gotta go back that way.
I'm going to pause you guys. I have to crawl down to where Dave is. I actually came back up out of there. I started in to where Dave was crawling, and what they discovered was once they crawled a little ways, it opened up into a big cave inside, but with another opening. And so I'm coming back up on top to see if I can find the second opening and drop down in. Okay. Oh, wow. So this, they haven't even seen this yet. This would be the opening. And there's no way down in there without a rope. So this is just like a giant collapse of a lava tube. But I believe right underneath me is where Dave is, so I'm gonna have to backtrack. So there's Dave walking that cave that I started in with him, popped out into this huge hole. So Dave just came out the hole over there, and he's walked through this big collapse, and he's over here looking to see if it goes into another cave or if that's all broken down. That one's all caved in? That one's all caved in. All right, I'm heading back in. Dave is down in that other section, and he said there is no way out. And I have no choice at this point, guys, but to crawl on my hands and knees. So bear with me, because this is gonna... It opens up right here. I'm gonna pause you guys. I'm gonna have to lay this down and work my way down through here. Okay. So I just came through that little crack, and I have to show you this mixed in with our footprints is just all kinds of little rat and squirrel tracks and other animal tracks. I don't know what, but oh wow. Here we go. Those are all trails of different animals. And look at that one there. I'm not sure. There might be a bobcat coming down in here by the way it looks. Okay, so there's the opening that Dave went through, and he's standing up there to get up into that other depression. But when I was up on top, I seen that just past that depression is a third one, and he showed 4 on the map. So we found at least 3 of them, and as you can see, no, actually, where Dave at is the third, so the one beyond that's the 4th. So 3 of them have caves. Very, very, very cool. Okay. I made my way through the rocks. What a crazy climb that was. And this is that depression we were looking down into. That's the 3rd one of 4. Here we got one more to go see what's in it. And here we'll look backwards. I just climbed through, and you can see that light back up there.
Okay.
Well, as you guys can see, this is just treacherous down here, and it's something I wouldn't want to do alone. Jesse's up on top watching out for us. Hang in there, Dave. Okay, guys, I'm coming up on our 4th and final depression. I'm still breathing hard from crawling back out of that other cave. There was 4 depressions on the map, and this is the final one, and it looks like this is just, yeah, the roof's just completely collapsed on this one. There's no There's no caves going in and out of this one. It's just a dome, just collapsed. Okay guys, so out of the 4 depressions that Dave found on his satellite, 3 of them opened up into tubes that we were able to climb back into for a ways. The 4th one, as you just saw, is just collapsed. And we actually have a long journey over to the next area. So I'm going to close this video out, and hopefully there'll be a second and maybe even a third video for you guys to follow. So it's still early morning where we're at. We have a whole day, so stay tuned guys for part 2.